The 890 Jump, the most luxury ship in all of Star Citizen. This beast is also among the biggest ships in the game, being able to hold up to 460 SCU in cargo capacity. It is made to be a luxury touring ship and will be able to transport VIP passengers across the verse in style, or capture amazing views and screenshots anywhere it goes. It can hold an air and ground vehicle or vehicles of your choice, having access to an actual hangar which opens and closes. Now you may think, oh, this thing cannot be very well armed, but it comes with 4 turrets and lots of non-pilot controlled missiles to fire. And this is not even to mention, but this ship has capital class shields which are stronger than a Hammerhead and the Redeemers put together. So this ship does it all, but is it worth the extortionate price? Well, that's for you to decide. So starting off with a ship tour, and I know it's a little bit dark outside, but if you can see, I'm at the back of a ship, and this is where the main entrance is, on the ground, to be getting into the 890 jump. So going up this, you may accidentally hit the elevator, but going up this will enter in towards the docking plaza. This is where all your main people get on and off your ship from a space station, because this is where the airlocks are and allow transportation. I know if you were a VIP, you'd be carried in on flight into the hangar, but I am no VIP. So entering in towards this first section, panel there to send the elevator down and up, and first of all to the right and to the left, airlocks. I'll make my way down one of these. You open up the door, a few escape pods just here, and then you would open this up and be able to walk onto a space station. I will show this as it's really cool doing this for the first time, and it's a thing in itself. It's really cool. The left side down there is identical, but moving on towards the right we enter towards the central module. It's still a part of a docking plaza supposedly, but I really like this white and gold texturing there is on the ship. Entering into here, you can see we have a suite to my right and to my left. These are the first 2 out of 4 suites, labelled by the floor. Exit labelled, all the things are labelled on the floor, it's pretty nice. So I'll show you the right suite, and then the left one is identical. We enter in here, you have kind of your own private garden area. Going into here, this will be for one of your guests. Straight to the right we have a bathroom. This includes a toilet to the left, mirrors, showers, towel hangers, and so this shower, it looks like it's beginning to be a little bit of a hot tub, but I feel like the water would spill out unless a door comes down. But no door comes down, so I don't really know. It's a bit of an odd design one. But anyway, moving out of here. Close this door very nicely. And just to our right over here, we have some boxes, trays, seats on the side, and some checkers. These checkers do actually work, just like the chess table on the Mercury Star Runner. It's very cool, you can actually have a game of checkers if you're a VIP. A chair to the left with a monitor, a mini water aquarium with no fish in it, a water feature then I guess, a double bed with just a white screen behind you. I think it would be cool if you could see out onto the open, but you might not be placed close enough. So that's it for suite number 1. Then moving on towards the left side, I'll just do a quick overview. It's exactly the same as number 1, just inverted. And this one has chess instead of checkers. So it depends on whether you prefer that, if you want to go into this one. Moving out of here, and I'll just show a quick view. You can see all above you there into the night sky. Don't know if you can see that, it's pretty dark outside, but that's the up sky. So moving on to here, and as you can see on the right side, everything's labelled on the floor, so up them stairs will bring you to them places. But over here is a spa and pool area. Now it's like we have a mini waiting area just here, 2 chairs and a mini sofa, and as you can see it has labels there for escape raft engineering on either side. So if we make our way around this chaired area, and to the left side we have access to the engineering walkway. Just going into this elevator to the left would take us to the engineering room, but just here we have an escape raft. This is a luxury one, so you can actually walk inside. And it's crazy, but this interior inside of here is bigger than the actual mole itself. One thing about this, but if you go into this elevator, doors close quite quickly, but you can get to the escape raft, crew deck, engineering, and then of course to open up the door. So moving out of here, and it is identical on the right side, but there is one difference. There's a door just here, which can take you down to the engineering room just in case of a power cut. That's it though for this side, but it's different. The elevator is exactly the same, and there's an escape raft. Closing this door, and making our way to the right towards the actual spa room. Now going straight into here, you can definitely feel a change in atmosphere. It's very dark in here, but it's really nice, very premium. And on the right side, we have access to a few chairs to sit down on, benches, towel hangers, and to our left we have an actual spa inside of a ship. The sauna room. Hot rocks on the left to keep it heated, and you can actually sit down on these. This is very cool. Everyone would love it in here. There's just another one on the left side, so 2 spa rooms, and just here we have access to 2 showers. Just in case you want to cool down after your spa day. Now on the left side over here we have access to some more chairs and a hot tub. Now I know there's no water in this, but usually there'll be water in it. I don't know why there's no water, it's a bug at the moment. I think it's known, but it'll be fixed shortly. But in here we have a hot tub with a nice water feature behind it. I'll just turn up my volume for a second here and you'll be able to hear what it sounds like. Okay, you can actually hear the water going around in it. It's very nice. Turning off my volume though. Moving out of this room, we have some more tables. But going out of here and towards the left, we have access to 2 of the main elevators. These will take us to the named places on the wall, floor 0, 1 and 2. Either side takes us to exactly the same place. Just one takes you to the hangar and one takes you to the crew kitchen. So basically, yeah, this is more of a guest one. This is more of a crew one. But moving a little bit further down, towards the right side, we just have like what looks to be a single person spa, but I know it's not a spa place or a hot rock place. I don't really know what this is for. Just a waiting room maybe. Same on the left side, and in here we have access to the pool. A couple of planters on the left and right, and this is lovely. When it's actually got water in it, it's great. I'll just say that I was under attack, because these water bits are meant to retract in when you're under attack, so I'll just say that's what happened. But we have 6 built-in spa deck chairs. These are lovely, they're actually a very nice wooden colour, and you can actually lay down on these. I think you're able to even log out, so if you wanted to wake up by a pool, it would be great. It is very muggy in here though, it's one thing I do have to say. The walls have a great brick layout to them, and that's kind of it for the spa room. But that's it for the Lido deck. I'll now move up towards the lower deck, taking these left stairs up there. See, a nice ornament in the middle. Still a great view to the open sky. And I will first of all take us towards this hexagon door. Through here, and straight to the right, we have access to another suite. This one has no chess or checkers unfortunately, but it has a chair with a monitor, bed, and a bathroom. These are identical to the other suites. And it's identical on the left side. For some reason this ship only has 4 suites, I do not know why. Moving just here, we have access to another elevator. Now this is where the left elevator down at the spa room would have taken us up to, which is why this is more of a crew public elevator. Moving just a little more forwards, we have access to 4 bathrooms, with just a toilet and a sink in it, identical in each one, and of course identical on the left side. Okay, and then through this door we have access to the bar area. It's kind of a cocktail lounge described on the website. Here you can see we have a lovely bar stool area, drinks serving place, lovely access to stuff on the outside. This is actually a window. I know you can't see much out there, but this views do look great on this thing. There's actually a rotating screen up there, which hopefully you'll be able to customize in the future to put whatever you want up there. On the right side over here we have access to some more windows. And actually a door here. It is kind of camouflaged, which shows it isn't really made for public people, it's just for the crew. Drinks on the left side, monitor there. And this will be used for bringing food up, I assume, because it takes you straight down to the crew kitchen. And it has drinks on the side, but it takes you, to them 3 places. Now this is why this is not really a public elevator, because it takes you straight up into the crew quarter bits. But going out of this room over here, we make our way down into a dining hall. Lovely set of chairs, plates, this is where the waiters would be, and the public eating people. More windows, Lovely windows. Now there is one-sided glass here, so you can't see through it, but you can see into it. Don't really know why that is, but it's a thing. But yeah, we have more of a conference-style dining table for a big party maybe. Or maybe just you and your friends. This is a table I would mainly use. And a lovely window going all around to the outside. I do hate how it's nighttime. I'll definitely show a photo of it in day. You can see there's a little gap down there to see down. But that's it for the dining room. Making our way back out of this. Now supposedly this is a part of the lower deck, but to get up to there I must make my way towards the main deck to be able to get up to there. So making my way up here, all labelled on the floor. As you can see, the bridge right in front of me. A lovely entrance. You can see all the way around. I'm making my way on towards the bridge. We have access to avionics to the left and to the right. Yeah, making our way up here. It's very beautifully designed. We have a lovely planet on the middle, hologram. We're making our way into the pilot seat. It's very oddly positioned, this pilot seat, but it is quite nice nonetheless. As you can see, we have access to 4 screens to customize, and quite a few controls down the bottom. Open the exterior, power it off, engine on and off, and to exit. We're located on the top. That's that for a pilot seat. The visibility is amazing on it, of course, as you would expect from a luxury ship. And actually on this left side over here, entering into it, it's not actually a pointless seat like some other ships. You have access to missiles, so the pilot cannot control any weapons, but the person who's sitting here, if they power it on, they can enter what supposedly is a remote turret, but actually are missiles. So you get Ignite 2 missiles, 32 of them in each turret. It's great for you and your friends. I mean, look at it, you can literally just sit there, fire missiles. Oh no, they're below you. Switch to one that can see below you. Yeah, it's great. Moving out of here. And on the right side of the chair, we have access to a second co-pilot chair, but this one has access to turrets. Remote turrets. Moving out of this room. That's it for the cockpit. Or the bridge, so they call it. Going around here. And as you can see on the left side here, we have some chairs. Lovely dining area. Very nice white floor. Doesn't feel as comfortable as the other ones, but you do get a nicer view. As you can see, the window to the right, and views above us. It is the same on the left side with access to chairs over there. Moving on down this miniature hallway. Lovely planter there, some more chairs with another chess set. Do love the whole chess sets that are involved. And as you can see, labelled on the floor, the master suite. This is where I tend to sleep whenever I log out on the ship because it's the nicest room. There's a lovely couple chairs on either side, and views to the sky above, and in the back. This is a window just here. See it all behind the ship. And water features to the left and to the right side. As you can see, there's semi-hidden doors. This is usually closed like the other one, but walking into here, the water feature you can see. Another window for yourself, and this is more of a dining room table. You have access to a chairs, table, drinks, food, all your accommodations. It is crazy, but this room in itself has more space than the actual Nomad, which is crazy. Just shows how big this ship really is. There's a door on the right side. See a miniature poster of the 890 jump there. But going in towards here, on the left side we have some stands and a double bed in the middle with a TV there and some windows. These are windows here, looking out onto the outside. These are one way, so you can only see out of them, you cannot see into them. And towards the left side, and we have some towel hangers into this bathroom, and we have another toilet and shower. It's identical, all of the bathrooms on this ship, apart from the crew ones. Going out of here, on the left side, this is more of a drinking area or a lounging around area. You can see a table with bottles in the middle. I do love this, but there's an 890 jump model. I'd love to get our hands on one of these, they're amazing. Just look at how beautiful it is. Another window over there. Some more drinks. And entering out of this room. Going back up towards this store. And that's it for the main deck. Now that concludes it for the main deck, and I've got to now make a way to engineering. I'll take one of the main elevators, going down towards the spa room again, towards the dining room again, and making my way in towards these hexagon doors and to the right, which is the crew elevator. Calling this, and we make our way down into the crew kitchen. I don't usually use this elevator, but it felt like the most convenient one. So now we enter into the crew kitchen. All the preparations for food available to be made here. It's great. Cooking utensils. This is the biggest kitchen I know in the game. It's great. Planters on the wall. And there is a meat storage place back here, which seems to be holding some different kind of spices or something, or beads. But it's very green in here and doesn't feel like a very nice place. Going out of here though and towards the right side, and we enter towards this kind of escape pod room. To the left we have the 8 escape pods. These are kind of for the crew. And towards this right side, this is a very cool feature about the 8-9 jump. Because it's classed as a capital ship, of course, it's definitely going to be under fire a couple of times. This is actually a second battle bridge. Now you can control the ship from this seat just here. You have access to the turrets there and the missiles there. It's really cool. You can't see anything unless you're third person, but you can literally fly the ship from this seat in case you're under fire. It's a very nice feature in case you don't want to get your head blown off at the top. Going through this door though, we enter into the cargo bay. Now straight to the left of me here is the ladder, which we actually saw when we were going up into the escape raft place. It takes you straight down into here, and there's actually a crew elevator. Now it's a bit shaky this one here, but this is the one that takes you to the 4 sections. Oops, closed on me. Opening it back up. There's a little view here onto the storage hold. Straight across to the other side is the other elevator. And going down these stairs, this is where your ground vehicle will be held. You could hold quite a variety of ground vehicles in here. Great. I think you might be able to hold a Nova tank in here. It's big enough, I'm pretty sure. But going over to the right is the engine room B. This kind of reminds me of the C2s. It feels nearly identical. This is where all the engineering will happen. And here's of course that one elevator that we've seen, which takes you to the other 4 sections. Now there is only 4 elevators on here, so if you do get confused, just remember the layouts of them. Moving out of this room, over the other side it is identical. I'll just quickly show it. There you go, elevator down the end. Of course you send the elevator down with these buttons. You can even do it from the top. And down here is kind of a main gravity generator and the shield modules. This thing does get capital class shields, so it's really hard to destroy it with any ship in the game. I think it has something like 1 million HP or something higher than that. It's the biggest in the game that you can really fly right now. But going towards this little room here, we have access to 4 weapon lockers. These are giant, they can hold 2 in each one, 4 of each. And this is on every single one of these has a weapon locker in it. It's so giant. Now this is the guest elevator. This takes you to the hangar, the spa pool, and the foyer, bar and lounge. As you can see, you can clearly see you're not allowed down there. Guests are made to make their way over to here. This is where you'll go if you want to get into your private ship. This makes your way towards the hangar, down a small hallway. And to the right side over here, this is a very big feature of this ship, but we have a medical bay. Little viewing port over here, and you can actually regenerate your health and stamina over here. And a great feature is you can set your respawn point to this ship, which is one of the main selling points here. As you can see, just transfer imprint there. Now you'll spawn on the ship if you ever die again. It's a really cool feature, I absolutely love it. It's only the Carrack and the 890 jump, which I believe are flyable in this game right now, which have that feature. Now the guests have a waiting room just here, waiting for your ship to come pick you up or something. Now going out of here, towards here is a hangar, a mini airlock. Here's the hangar. Now this is an actual hangar, so you can open up the top, send up the bottom. I'll just show that quickly. Make our way over to this panel. Open the hangar doors. And you can see that it opens up just the top there. They can store something like an anvil arrow in here I've stored. You can store multiple of many ships. I think it's made for the 85X, the luxury touring ship. That's what it's made for. But it's an absolute giant hangar and you can store loads of ships on here. It's really fun. But closing that hangar door just because I don't want anyone flying into my ship. Making our way down to the end of this. Now this is the very end of the ship and the last piece that we can access. We have access to this 5th elevator. This gives you access to the turret, so I don't really class it as a main one. Facing the wrong way. But this is one of the manned turrets. Honestly, I wouldn't use these unless you're really wanting to stick to one turret, because you have access to the remote turrets from the pilot's seat and it's closer to everything. Going back towards the hangar though. Here's the hangar. And making our way towards the back of the ship, we have access to actually a basketball hoop because, I mean, why not? Rich people things, am I right? Yeah, just a basketball hoop in your ship. This is the second turret, just here. These have panther repeaters on it, both of them do. Now we came from the right side, so making our way to the left side. Another airlock. Another room. We have access to 7 escape pods. Now just to the right here, we have access to the crew kind of playing areas. We have access to a pool table, lots of queues, and a mini game system. It's one of these really old ones, very cool joystick buttons. Play Street Fighter or something on it. Chair, and I wouldn't really call these tables, they're more like features, lighting features, but it's quite a small room for a luxury ship. I would thought the crew have more, but the crew don't really get a lot on here, as you'll see in a second. Going towards this other door, we have access to our 7 crew quarters. Now, this really disappoints me. I mean, look, you get 1 bed, 1 TV. I think this is access to a locker and a storage module, but you can't currently use them. I don't have a clue what this is. It's just kind of a grey room, maybe soundproof boards. Air vent system, but it's really small in here, not very detailed, not much room to do anything. I really wouldn't want to spend my time in here. 7 of these identical. Now, on the right side, we do have access to bathrooms. 3 of them in total. Now, these are different to the public ones. Nice mirror, toilet, and just a shower, but no hot tub in this one. These are identical, 3 of them. Lovely. Little waiting chairs just there. And making our way out of these rooms. And as you can see to my right, we have a lovely dining room table. Now this reminds me a lot of the 600i one. Access to 7 chairs and a lovely gold and white plated paint on top. This is a lovely table. Stool chairs. TV there. Chairs to sit on as a kind of lounging area for the crew. Now this is quite nice for the crew. I mean, their rooms are something else, but this here is very nice. I assume that all of them wouldn't be down here at the same time though, so you might be quite lonely. Now just to the left over here, we have access to the kind of crew eating areas. Where you get your food, I wouldn't actually eat here. Just here is where you can eat all your food. Grab your food, towels it looks like too. Making our way to the left is a kitchen. So the kitchen would of course bring food out to there for the crew. Spices and everything. Everything for your design really. Now that's it for the ship tour. A very long one this time, but it was worth it I hope. Thank you for watching that. So now I don't really feel like doing a weapons or system upgrades to this ship, as you cannot trade out most of the parts of it and the weapons are really good stock if you have someone to man them. So I'm just going to move on to the price and the overview of this ship. And starting off, it is not currently available in the starter package, but when it is available as a standalone ship, it will be $890, 816 euros or £700, but these prices will probably vary quite a bit. Or you could buy this ship in-game at Lawville, which is very ambitious, or Area 18 for a whopping 32,294,500 AUEC. You cannot rent this ship currently anywhere, as you would expect for this price, so this is basically my favourite ship in all of Star Citizen. I mean, it's the biggest flyable one, the most luxurious ship in my opinion, and whilst it cannot be used for many things apart from maybe cargo hauling, with about 388 SCU of usable cargo space, but I don't even know about this one as it changes all the time on the website and in-game, as you could also use it for transporting people around the verse, which is honestly quite fun to do. I've done it quite a few times. Even with the limited uses of this ship, it's just so fun to fly around and just pretend that you're this rich. It's very expensive though, and quite a lot of people forget that this thing also has a medical bed, which is another cool feature about this ship. Very good selling point to me. So in conclusion, I would give this ship a I hate to say it, but don't buy for ever how much I want to give it a buy, but for in real life money, just don't buy it. Just because of the sheer price of this thing, unless you really love it. I mean, I can't stop you there. And for in-game AUEC, just for how expensive it is, I mean, if you can afford it, get it, but it's pretty useless as of right now, so probably don't get it. I only done it because I had some spare AUEC. I mean, it was probably a bad decision anyway, but remember, if you're going to pick this ship up, make sure you use someone's referral code. Mine is in the description. And I know this was a bit of a longer video than usual, but I hope you guys still liked it and enjoyed it as much as I did making it. But thanks for watching the video, guys, and I hope you liked the video. Duffer out.